2023 budget, the Greenville County Historic and Natural Resources Trust. As part of this appropriation, the Greenville County Council sets up the following guidelines. Number one, each purchase or acquisition of real property with a cost exceeding $200,000 must be approved by County Council. Number two, each purchase that requires County Council approval must be submitted to Greenville County Council Finance Committee for approval and must receive a public hearing and 3 readings. Number three, the approval process shall be set up in a similar manner to the FELO process so that the landowners may receive anonymity during the approval process. Greenville County Finance Committee may go into executive session to discuss the particulars of each land sale in order to receive legal advice from the county attorney. And number four, an annual report that discloses, among other things, committee activities, expenses, land acquisition, etc., must be presented to County Council by January 15th of each year.
Okay, we have an amendment to the budget. Is there any comments or questions on the amendment? All in favor?
Mr. Chairman,
Yes.
I got a question.
All right.
So where does that fall in the budget, Mr. Cornell? Where are we gonna get additional $1 million for this? How's that gonna work?
Mr. Chairman, members of council, that would have to come from the appropriated fund balance.
All right. Any other questions? All in favor of the amendment, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay. We have the budget as amended before us now.
Yeah, Mr. Chairman, if it's all right, I'll go ahead and on behalf of Councilor Harris and myself, make a motion to appropriate up to $400,000 in the FY 2023 budget for the Greenville Convention Center. And additionally, as part of this motion, council would direct the administrator to coordinate and propose a viable long-term solution for the Greenville Convention Center. And just as we had talked the last time around, the importance of the convention center as an economic development tool that we have. My fellow council members would vote with me to appropriate this money as the short-term solution, even though we know that there's a longer-term solution that we need to consider. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
So we have the amendment before us. Any questions or comments?
That's for a roll.
Okay, roll call has been asked for. Gina, if you can call the roll, please.
Mr. Dillon?
Yes.
Mr. Barnes?
No.
Mr. Mays?
No.
Mr. Shaw?
No.
Mr. Harrison?
Yes.
Mr. Jubilakis?
No.
Ms. Norris? Ms. Seaman?
Yes.
Mr. Fant? Mr. Ballard?
No.
Mr. Kernan?
Yes.
Mr. Tribb?
Yes.
5 in favor, 7 opposed.
Yes.
In the record, and I should have done it before, we don't want anybody to think that the people who voted against it are anti-city or anti-convention center. We know it's critically important. The reason the votes were no is because we want the convention center to survive long-term. We keep hearing a bunch of rumors, and I don't want to put the administrator on the spot or even get him to divulge information that probably shouldn't be divulged. But I know there should be some ongoing conversations with the city with regards to, if the city's having trouble, I think the county's willing to take it over. If they can't afford it, we'll take it. Because we recognize it is a valuable part of the community. Now here's my concern, seriously. I was told that the city is not taking contracts past June of next year, per the administrator. Well, I don't want to give $400,000, which would be in the 2023 budget, when they're not going to be taking contracts then, which would eliminate some major programs. What's that one I can't pronounce, can't remember the name of it. You would remember the name of it. Syntax something. Synex, yeah. But more importantly, you still got Men of Color, which is a national acclaimed program that is held there. And if the city's not willing to take contracts past June, I'm not comfortable just saying, here's $400,000, and you're not even taking contracts. So if we can resolve the long-term, if they're gonna take contracts, if they want us to take it over,
Right.
but that's why the no votes, not that we're anti-city or anti-convention center. We just need a long-term solution because we want it to survive, and we're just getting mixed signals.
Is that, Ms. Seaman, I hesitate not to call, you know, hesitate to call.
I know, I'm happy to save my comments until requests and motions if you'd like. It's not gonna change the outcome of the vote. but
Okay, if you would, please.
I will.
Okay, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Okay, is,
Is Mrs. Norris have anything?
oh, I'm sorry, Ms. Norris.
Yeah, I do want us to, instead of New Washington Heights.
Okay.
I want to become,
Okay,
but they do these things.
all right. Our next item is the transfer of, county.
Mr. Chairman.
Mr. Chairman, I don't think we have some budget.
Oh, yeah, as amended. Budget is amended.
Okay, I'm sorry. Okay. All right, Jamie, we have the motion as amended on the floor. Any questions or comments? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? All right, now we'll go to, the next one, transfer of county-owned property. Mr. Dritt.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I move for adoption at third reading of ordinance to authorize the transfer of county-owned property located at 48 Ridgeway Drive, the former Woodfield Community Center site, to the Greenville County Redevelopment Authority, and to authorize the execution of a quitclaim deed related thereto.
We have the motion before us.
Mr. Chairman, this is the one I want to
Mr. Bill.
I got excited. When I was given this at the break, I had heard discussions about this prior to our meeting. And it's a document signed by Senator Carl Allen, Senator Ross Turner, Senator Dwight Loftus, and Senator Tom Corbin, saying that the undersigned supports a request for $100,000 to be allocated for the maintenance and upkeep of the Woodfield Community Center. Now, I'm interested to know just how valid this will be, and I'm sure you are too. If we got $100,000 that's coming from the state to be spent on that community center, I don't see any reason why that we wouldn't hold it to see just how valid this is. So I make a motion that we hold this item.
We have a motion before us to hold this.
Mr. Chairman?
Yes,
Mr. Dill, did I understand you to say they have requested $100,000?
Well, it says they support a request.
Support a request. So we don't know if there's any money or not.
That's exactly what I said. I think we're going to hold this and find out just how valid this is.
Well, I have a question for you, a friendly question. Did you receive that before or after you were served by a legal suit filed on behalf of
This
Senator
was
Carl
after,
Allen?
this was during the break, just to be mentioned.
I'd say that's a hostile act by someone who's playing games, so I'd say we move on.
all right. Any other comments or questions? Okay, the motion is before you then. Transfer this, all in favor, say aye.
Wait a minute, I make a motion to hold.
What?
Motion to hold takes precedence.
Okay. All right, I'm trying to get ahead of you.
Go ahead, I don't mind.
All right, is that, motion is before us to hold, all in favor, say aye. All opposed? No. Is the noes have it, then, require us to do your thing. Thank you, Mr. Chair. Now we have the motion on the floor to transfer the property, at Ridgeway Drive. Any questions or comments on this?
Roll call, Mr. Chairman.
All right, Ms. McCaskill, will you call the roll? Is a yes vote means that we will transfer, a no vote means we will not. So you know what you're voting for.
Mr. Dillon?
No.
Mr. Barnes?
Yes.
Mr. Mathis?
Yes.
Mr. Shaw?
Yes.
Mr. Harrison?
Reluctantly, yes.
Mr. Jigalakis?
Yes.
Ms. Norris? Mr. Pat?
No.
Mr. Ballard?
Yes.
Mr. Kirkland?
Yes.
Mr. Tripp?
Yes.
10 in favor, 2 opposed.
Okay, so this passes at third reading. Now we go to ordinances at second reading, and we, start with Mr. Deal. Mr. Deal is, CZ 2021-3.